Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're taking a look here at Avalanche, seeing what's going on. You're welcome for giving you a heads up not to short this coin, at least not as early as this $21 mark. My goodness, $24 Avalanche, are you serious? That's awesome. Congrats to our community members who took some healthy profits on this coin. Keep in mind too, you're never truly profitable if you never take profits, so be careful just holding on forever. This coin definitely is overextended. Makes sense it's pulling back here to 9 on TD sequential, and we're due for a potential correction. So we could very well see the price action retrace down to 1880, 1982, or $20.82. We got a fair value gap here at about 21 to 22 range, so that seems most sensible to get a potential bounce off there. But we've also got this 0.5 Fibonacci level at 1982. That's a previous resistance level, turn support. So we're going to see how well that could hold as a support level. All right, so again, fun stuff. Let's see here. Quick little congrats to our members here for some phenomenal trades from yesterday. Solana. We got some really awesome scalps. That was our day trading community there. And of course, our swing trades, we cashed in on some near profits there. That's a long. Audio profits, that's 140%. That's a long as well. And then also we had a Solana long too at 56%. So Solana and a few others are really cashing in for us there. So happy that's working out well for you. Again, kudos to you there. If you do want to be part of our community, though, simply link down below, cryptocash.tech. If you're interested in the premium group with the signals. If not, we got a free public group in Discord, Telegram, and Twitter. Okay, so $24 is a high. Price is pulling back to this level here. Perfect, sensible behavior. This is very normal for a price action that's overextended. This is our third continuation, our third green day. Could see a fourth red day tomorrow. It's not always exact, but that is a common occurrence, okay? Again, you see it here. 3 white soldiers followed by a fourth red day. We could be seeing 3 white soldiers here again. It's not quite as definitive, but it is still a thing. Taking a look here, or paying attention to 18. I'm just going to round it down and say $18 to $20. That is the range where we have another fair value gap on the daily, okay? Because the price action gapped up so quick. That bullish engulfing candle, we saw the price action cover that fair value gap. So price action usually pulls back to those levels, or at least touches or tests those levels at one point. But the truth is the daily time frame is fully bullish. There's nothing here we can see that's like, the sky is going to fall. It's going to pull back again. When things, I talk about this a lot in my videos, specifically in Bitcoin videos, when price action goes up so fast, so quick, and the pullback, you can't really see that on the daily time frame. You got to kind of rely on 1 hour, 4 hour charts. Some people use a 12-hour chart as well to kind of identify that transition. To me, the 4 hours is the best time frame for swing trading. That's kind of what I gravitate towards. So we kind of want to focus on that. In fact, let's jump into the back end here first as well. I want to kind of just quickly understand liquidation levels for this coin. And again, I post this on my Twitter, Telegram, and Discord if you're curious. But what this is, this last 7 days of trading. Let's go ahead and let's zoom in a little bit and kind of see. If you look closely, you can see right around $23 to $24. There is a lot of a heavier concentration of shorts than longs at this current point. So a lot of folks feel that $24 was the highest point. I would agree that for the moment, it would make sense for us to pull back a little bit further. That was a massive overextension. And with Bitcoin kind of dropping to 36,000 range, it makes sense we're pulling back here. Because again, Avalanche does extremely well when Bitcoin does well. But you got to recognize when Bitcoin pulls back, it's also due for correction. I would say 95% of altcoins are going to suffer when Bitcoin pulls back, okay? There's a few outliers, but even this is no exception, okay? Again, $19.70, just say $20 even for the longs and $24 even for the shorts. That's roughly where the prices are averaged out the most. So if we see that on the charts here, 24, we got a lot of shorts right here, and then $20, we got a lot of longs right here, okay? So the price is pretty much halfway through that duration, but it makes sense, of course, as I mentioned previously, to fill this fair value gap at the very least to $21, and then possibly come down to 1982. So to me personally, I would much rather wait for a good entry, and I'll go ahead and jump in potentially at $20. I'll reevaluate when the price comes down to there. So I feel much better about buying a dip when it's closer to a previous resistance level than when we just fill the first gap and come to that 0.382. 0.5 and 0.618 are the sweet spots for me. I really like to prefer to invest in those areas, at least in bullish trends. And we're still in a bullish trend right now, okay? Please recognize that. Same thing as well with this ascending trend here. You can kind of see, it might be a little easier to just go ahead and do this here, but you can kind of see we got this nice ascending trend here that's still honoring the current price action. We could extend that out even further, so we can kind of keep a close eye on it. and just kind of recognize where we're at here. Okay, so we're still in good shape here. Overall, we're looking pretty good for the price action, right? But again, these levels we want to pay attention to. I think $20 would make a much more sensible bouncing point if this were to continue. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That's kind of where we're at there. And again, if this is the top, just say 24 is the top, and we do come down to 0.5 to bounce, it would establish a lower low, and then it would establish a lower high, and it would establish a lower low from there. Yeah, that's a really common characteristic for ABC patterns following a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which again, if this is the top, we will see a lower low, lower high, and another lower low. All right, cool. So just glad we covered that. So again, we don't know if this is the top yet, but it seems quite sensible. We look at a few other key factors here as well. Money flow index is extremely high, and the RSI is up over 70. So that could imply that we might actually get a bounce here at $22. Because again, when you have strong momentous trends like this and you're up above a key level resistance, there's no reason for it to discontinue. Okay, so what I'm going to be looking towards is the hourly chart and kind of see if there's anything that's kind of telling there. But just to clarify, MACD hasn't diverged yet. We're still in good shape. Even if the price does pull back, I don't think we're going to see a dramatic pullback, depending on, again, how Bitcoin behaves. If Bitcoin wants to misbehave, come down to 34,000, you bet your tail this thing's going to continue to drop. Okay, anything will drop if that happens. Okay, so quickly to note, last thing but not least here, favorite indicator, let's go ahead and take a look at the Ichimoku cloud and kind of see what's going on. So this kind of tells us that our cloud is averaged out here at this 0.236 level at $22. That could imply the price action going back up. You got to recognize though, if it doesn't go up soon, that window of opportunity is going to close and you want to consider taking profits on your long position. Because again, this lagging span here, when it intersects with the price action, that's like the first indication to let you know, hey, this momentous trend has discontinued. We've also got conversion line above the baseline. That's a very positive sign. So we still have bullish momentum here. We're also still above the cloud as well, which to me is extremely important. So just say hypothetically the price goes sideways for 24 to 40 hours, we should be in good shape to be able to see it leg up again. Again, you need that period of consolidation before the price comes up. Like this right here wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for this. Okay? So again, we need another one of those here. Okay? But just say we don't get one of those, the price pulls back, then we are due for a bounce, potentially off again 0.5 or 0.382. Yeah, so two areas there we could see that bounce point. So to me, again, it's a little too early to take a long. Absolutely too early to take a long. I'm not a late long person. Okay, that's just never something you'll hear me say. But truth is, if the price does pull back, I think we could see again a pretty solid bounce off the $20 to $21 mark. So I'm more interested in an entry around $20. Again, a lot of this is pending on Bitcoin. Be sure to watch my Bitcoin video. I typically analyze it twice a day, and make sure you understand what that guy's doing, because that's really the biggest crutch here. Okay, altcoins will succeed if Bitcoin can stabilize, and if Bitcoin can hold the 36 to 38,000 range, which it's so far proven to do, minus yesterday's outlier at 34.9, then we're going to be in pretty good shape. But again, this coin held very well when Bitcoin dropped that low. So all the more testament to long-term longevity here with this coin. So I think Avalanche has tremendous potential long-term. Still bullish in the big picture, so do not concern yourself too much right now, but a pullback to $20, $21 would be perfectly sensible at this point. Thanks again for watching. Hope you learned something here today. Please like the video if you could, and obviously subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you enable alerts so you can be aware of the magnitude of videos I produce every day. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.